Hello everybody and happy weekly video time. Sorry that it's Thursday. I'm late again getting you the video. I apologize. So my intention for those of you who are seeing my channel for the first time is to always get the video, which I call Video Monday, up on Monday. But sometimes, you know how it is, life kind of gets hectic and sometimes it's Wednesday or Thursday, but generally you'll find my weekly videos on Monday. Anyway, so right now I'm actually in the beautiful island of, or on the beautiful island of Ibiza. It happens to be raining right now, but it's still beautiful here. And I woke up this morning with my beautiful Spanish lover beside me. It's already off to a good start just with that. I hadn't seen him in 3 months, so it's been really nice so far. So I woke up, gave him a big kiss, smiled, kissed him again, and then I snuck out, came to my favorite gym in Ibiza. It's called Be Fit. It's fantastic. If you ever visit this place, you have to go to this gym. They even have a live DJ playing as you get your sweat on. It's amazing. So I just did that, and then I thought to myself, okay, girl, this is getting ridiculous. You have to get the video up. So I just found a spot here outside the gym. Very random. There's a tennis court, as you can see behind me, but whatever. Let's focus on the content. As you guys know, my videos are never like super professional looking. I just try to concern myself mostly with the content and just with connecting with you guys. I'm not good with computers and editing or any of that stuff. Please forgive me and please keep watching because I really care. That's something, right? So anyways, today, as per one of your requests, we are going to be discussing cellulite. So as like all things relating to food, relating to body, relating to nutrition, there are so many opinions about cellulite, about what causes it, about how to get rid of it, about what it is. So today I'm just simply going to give you my take on it, as well as what I have found has worked for me in terms of combating some that I had at one time, and also what I, as per my experience, have advised clients do, which has also worked for them. So I think it's a pretty good protocol, and so that's what I want to share with you today, because you were interested. So, as I always do, I've made my little note of things that I don't want to forget to say about this. So if you see me looking at that sometimes, I'm not like, I don't know, taking this information from anywhere else. I just like to do it this way, because otherwise after I'm like, oh, I should have mentioned that. And then I'm hard on myself about it for 3 hours, and I don't want to do that. So, okay. So cellulite, right? That cottage cheesy looking stuff that we get on our bodies sometimes, especially usually in stubborn fat areas. So areas where stubborn fat has accumulated in the body for women, and cellulite usually occurs more often in women, and cellulite usually is found in women mostly on the thighs and the buttocks, because this is the region of the body that has the most stubborn fat on it, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more later. Anyway, so about cellulite, what I think is going on, from everything that I've researched, from everything that I've learned, from everything I've tried, basically what cellulite is it is a stagnant fluid buildup on the body, and also the loss of the elasticity, okay, of the skin and of that area. So we're talking the stubborn fat area. So stagnant fluid trapped, loss of elasticity in the tissue, and I also think what cellulite is, or how it occurs, is because of excess fat that has been stored on the body for whatever reason, and including the absence of muscle in a particular area. So the loss of muscle in an area, the accumulation of fat, the loss of muscle. So again, I think cellulite, to break it down, is stagnant fluid that's trapped, also toxins that are trapped in the area, the loss of elasticity, and also just in general excess fat and muscle loss. So that's a lot of things, but all of those things are kind of related to each other, and all of those things can be treated with a very similar recipe or protocol. Okay? So stagnant fluid, let's look at that first. So if you have that going on, why would that be happening? It could be because of circulation issue. It could be because you've been too sedentary, a lack of exercise, that kind of thing. So what I want to do is just give you some ideas for what you can do for each of these things. So in terms of stagnant fluid and figuring that out or alleviating that, you want to hydrate your body well. You want to exercise. I particularly love rebounding, so bouncing on a treadmill, bouncing on a trampoline, because this is very good for your lymphatic system. So exercise, movement, any movement you like, especially rebounding. Skin brushing. Fantastic way to get the blood flowing and to release stagnant fluid that might be just trapped in the body. So you got to move. That's one thing you got to do for cellulite. You got to move and you got to hydrate and get that area mobilizing. So skin brushing and movement, okay? In terms of the toxins that are also trapped in that area, you want to clean up your diet. Move towards a whole foods-based diet. So many people are jumping on, super strict raw vegan diets or crazy, elimination diets or keto diets or whatever, but they're forgetting the basics. So start with the basics. If you're eating a lot of processed food, if you're drinking a lot of alcohol, if you're addicted to something, like super addicted to something, whether it be a drug or caffeine, get those things under control first. Because when all of those things are dialed in, so many other things in your body are going to start to work better, and everything works together. Don't forget that. So clean up the diet. Start there. I do believe that there's something to be said for everything starts from within. So if you have a lot of toxins in your body, that's going to contribute to that stagnation and hence the cellulite. So this is how it all relates, okay? So we talked about stagnant fluid, what you want to do. We talked about toxins. You got to clean up the diet. You got to hydrate well. Lots of water, lemon, clean foods. The third thing relating to cellulite that I mentioned, loss of skin elasticity. And this is something that I think vegans are even more prone to. And that's because some vegans go way too low in protein, especially the active ones. So protein is comprised of collagen, and collagen we need for the elasticity of the skin. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough protein. It doesn't mean you have to drink protein shakes all day long. You just want to make sure you're getting enough. So maybe using a vegan protein supplement a couple times a week, getting lots of legumes and whole grains and lots of dark leafy greens. So a variety of protein vegan foods if you're vegan. Adding a collagen supplement if you're not against taking some form of animal protein, or fish protein. You can get tons of collagen supplements, collagen powders nowadays. This can help this problem. So skin elasticity gets worse as we age. We lose the collagen in the skin, and again, vegans tend to be not always, but they can over time have that loss even more. I think it seems to be common. So a good healthy diet that has enough protein, at least I would say, 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram that you weigh is a great place to be. A lot of people are way under that, and if you are, you may be having this experience where you're losing that elasticity of the skin, maybe having more cellulite. The last thing, and this is the most important thing, I believe cellulite has to do with excess fat in a particular area, including the loss of muscle beneath the skin in that area. So an area's become flabby for whatever reason. It happens, right? I remember at one time, I really laid off you know what, I needed to, so it was good, but I laid off all exercise for a while, like maybe 8 months. I took a huge exercise break and I was just doing gentle yoga, and I started to feel so much better. I truly needed the exercise break. I needed a break from the intensity. I needed a break. My adrenals needed a serious break, so doing that was the perfect thing. But towards the end of that 8 months, I was feeling really good, but I still hadn't got back to my old routine. And I started to notice a bit of cellulite around my bum area, and I think, it's just that I had lost some muscle in that area. I had just been doing a lot of really gentle, deep yoga. I was super flexible and feeling great, but I had lost some of that muscle, some of that firmness, and I had a bit of cellulite going on there, and I didn't like it. So basically what I did is I realized, okay, now it's time to bring my exercise back in a more balanced way. So I don't want to go crazy with it like I did before, or that's what's going to get me into that adrenal situation again, where my adrenals were all tired. But I needed to bring it back in because I didn't really like that cellulite, right? Because none of us like that. So there's something you can do. It's not, you're not doomed to have this if you do and if it's bugging you. So fat contains two types of receptors, beta and alpha receptors, okay? And alpha receptors are much more sensitive or receptive to what you do. So if you do an intense workout, those alpha receptors will kick in and help you to burn fat. But the beta receptors in a particular cell in the fat, they're a lot more stubborn. So they are what cause the stubborn fat, whether it's in your love handles or in your bum or your thighs or whatever. And when it comes to the beta cells, this is also a big part of how you're going to combat your cellulite. You've got to mobilize the fat in order to burn it. So you need to get the fat, you need to get your cells to release the fat so that you can burn it off and get rid of it and, lose the fat from that area. So that's part of this. I don't think you can just hydrate a lot and rub some cream on that area and have the cellulite go away. Burning the fat, some of the fat from the area, and firming the area is part of the equation. So you want to get the fat cells to release the fat and so that they can be burned, the beta cells. So how do you do that, right? That's the question. You're like, okay, but tell me how. So this is what I did, and it really works, and I've recommended it to other people. You need to do some high intensity work that really stimulates that area. And then once the area has been stimulated and once that fat has been released, then you want to do some slower intensity work to burn what has been released, okay? So that you want to stay in that fat burning zone for the second part of this. So what I have done, a couple things. The main thing that I love to do for this is, oh, look at that, these cute little kids and their tennis rackets. Speaking with their cute Spanish accents. I love it. Oh my god. Anyway, okay, sorry. I left you right at the peak there. So, sorry, now I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so what I did is I love skipping. So I would do, for 20 minutes, 30 seconds as hard as I could skipping, because you're jumping and the motion is all through your legs. So that's really, the skipping really targets your calves, your thighs, your butt. It firms the legs up and leans the legs without making them bulky. So I love working my legs through high intensity skipping. Anyways, so you do 30 seconds really, really fast skipping, and then you would do a minute of slow, and then 30 seconds fast, and then a minute of slow, to total about 15 to 20 minutes. So at the end of that fatty tissue is going to be, I think, and it seems to have worked, quite mobilized. Then you do the slower intensity cardio work to burn off what's been mobilized. So here you would do like a 15 to 20 minute slow jog, or maybe just a fast walk. Both are fine. So you want to go hard and fast, and then you want to go slow and steady. 15 to 20 minutes hard, fast, 15 to 20 minutes slow and steady. Now, skipping is a skill, and not everybody can do it. So instead of skipping, you could do high intensity running, so running on a treadmill, sprinting. Or you could do burpees, some kind of full body movement that is going to really stimulate the legs. So it could be, fast, it could be jump squats. It could be, so just think of something that's going to create blood flow to that area. I'm going to give you 4 top things: skipping, running, jump squats or jumping lunges, and what was the other thing I said? I don't know, but you get it. Okay, so you're gonna pick that. Do that hard and fast for 30 seconds, and then slowly, walking in place, couple slow jumping jacks, whatever. So intervals, and then follow it up with your slow, steady state cardio / fast walking for 20 minutes. I really need to learn to just get that out in a briefer, more direct way. I'm sorry, I'm such a rambler. But that is what I think will really help you. So to sum up, cellulite, to me, stagnant fluid, trapped toxins, loss of skin elasticity, and absence of muscle beneath the skin, and thus excess fat. All of those relate. Everything can be addressed together. You need to hydrate a lot. You need to move your body. You need to clean up your diet. You need to make sure you're getting enough protein and perhaps add in a collagen supplement. And you need to exercise. You got to mobilize the fat and then burn that fat off. As always, I hope you learned something from this. I hope it's been helpful. And again, I apologize that I ramble. It's going to get better one of these days. If you have any questions, please post them below this video, or better yet, join my group on Facebook. It's called Teshia's Group. You can just search for it and request to join the group. I'll add you right away, and there you can ask any questions below the video, or about anything else. So my group is basically an open forum and support place for you to go to get tips and recipes, and to ask questions, and to get help and advice, and hear the experience of others, so that you can achieve your goals with ease and in a motivated way. So join the group if you haven't already, and hopefully meet you and talk to you over there. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful to you guys, and good luck to you getting rid of your cellulite. Tell me, or let me know how it goes. Try my protocol. It really works. Okay, bye everybody. I'm gonna go have fun in Spain now. Talk to you soon.